Alright, so we are back with another first look video, something that we always do here right before a major content update drops. If for some reason this is your first time in one of these videos of mine, because we did get a lot of subscribers yesterday from the entire exploit banning, we basically very briefly go over whatever sort of first look developers share with us, which in this case is the Mariana Veil. Now technically, as of the time that I'm recording this video, there is 2 weeks left until Mariana Veil releases, being February 22nd. Now, over the last couple of weeks, we have seen changes in Roslet, which we have gone over in the channel here multiple times already. We got the earthquake going on, the splitting, which is basically making the process to go ahead and open up Mariana's Veil. And we're basically just waiting at this point for the volcano to erupt. But for the most important stuff, let's transition over to the Discord server so I can show you guys the footage. All right, so here we are inside of the Leaks channel. And if you notice, yesterday at 6:47 a.m., our good buddy Platoli went ahead and posted up a quick little clip with the words, "It's so calming in here," and just some gemstones with a cat pop. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. This clip is very, very short. It is a total of 5 seconds. And if you really pay attention, you'll probably notice that this is more than likely the very kind of like early stages of at least like the programming side. At least that's what I'm assuming. Because if you look on the bottom right-hand side over here, there is an NPC which is in place there, but it's very obvious that it's just a placeholder NPC. So it looks like maybe the map is in its final stages right now, because it does look really good. They have animations up here and everything. We can see obviously a lower section here, as well as a catwalk that goes right over, and another room sort of back here, or actually that might just be a gemstone. Now, one thing that I will point out is that I did see some people mentioning about the rod that he's using. I don't actually believe that is a new rod. I think that people are sort of confusing it because they see the antlers and they think that that's part of the rod, but it's not. If we take a look at the handle down here and then we switch over to in-game, the handle is pretty much the exact same. So is the top of the rod. I think that the reason why mine looks maybe a little bit different is because my character is a little bit more on the wider side. So you don't really see like the wings that are supposed to be right here. But for the most part, I think that's the same exact just rod of the depths. Now, besides that, we can obviously see that the brand new whole entire ghost fix are showcased here, which is pretty cool. We are probably going to be getting these ghost fix in this weekend's update more than likely. I showed this previously, but Kiwi went ahead and sort of showed everything about this using a bunch of different emotes and stuff like that. It's a really cool feature. Not really something that I personally would be enjoying or using, but apparently some people were requesting this, so it's really cool to see that they did listen. And yeah, that's going to be in there now. Speaking of which, I just got a DM from the devs. 1 second. Now, coming back over here, to be completely honest, there isn't really much to go ahead and say about this. It's a very, very short clip. Now, oddly enough, there was a lot of confusion on a lot of people saying how exactly were we going to be fishing underneath the Mariana Trench if it doesn't really make sense to fish underwater, which I'm going to be honest, that question never really made sense to me because technically Atlantis is underwater and we're able to fish there. So I don't know. It just kind of always seemed like an odd question to me. But either way, at least now it is very well known that there is caves, or at least a cave. A calming cave. All right, so editing Carbon here, I just decided to go ahead and pretty much check the Leaks channel while I was in the middle of editing this, which I would like to point out, it was originally supposed to be a shorter video, but as you can see right here, Noah went ahead and just posted literally a couple of minutes ago saying, pick your Valentine now before it's too late. Where at the bottom, he also wrote eruption plus science equals Mariana's Veil. Then of course, Nate at the bottom had to throw in a little side comment where he says, yeah, if you don't, we will sacrifice you into the Roslet volcano. Taking a closer look at this, it does confirm that we got ourselves a Valentine's event. Obviously not too much information here, but obviously we now know that there is a much larger scale than just a little bit that I showed you guys earlier on today, which is pretty much the image that's been circulating around because we did leak it during my stream. So I'm interested to see how this entire Valentine event does work out. But most importantly, the other thing that you guys will see in this picture is volcano eruption, with right under it a countdown saying 000, which obviously means that as we've been predicting now for the last couple of days, there will more than likely be a live event going on where this volcano at Roslet is going to erupt. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be for this weekend or maybe for the next weekend leading up to Mariana's Veil, but it's kind of interesting, man. This is probably going to be the first ever live event on Fish, which is kind of interesting, but also kind of scary, not gonna lie. Ultimately, this can go either really well or the entire live event could pretty much break, and I don't know. Hopefully, that's just not the case at all. while. It's kind of sad to think that this is probably one of the last times that I'll be walking up here, because I'd imagine that if this is going to erupt like how they claim, Roslet as we know it is more than likely going to completely change. Now, the part that I'm a little confused about here is the science part. Does anyone in the comments understand what that means? Eruption, science, Mariana's Veil. Eruption is obviously this. Science, is that related to the Valentine's event? Either way, man, I'm excited to see what kind of rewards are available for the Valentine's event. And I pretty much have fingers crossed right now that we end up getting some type of Valentine's either mutation for a fish or just another limited time bestiary, because those are always really, really cool. And for the most part, those fish tend to be a little bit sought after. Either way, man, just wanted to go ahead and squeeze this in the video. Again, I apologize. I know that numerous times throughout the video, I said that it was going to be a short one. As a matter of fact, before I recorded this portion, the video was only going to be like 5 minutes long. So I guess I'll go ahead and sort of apologize right now that some of the things that I say after this point, I kind of already answered, like for example, the Valentine's event, because at the time of that recording, it technically wasn't confirmed. I don't know, maybe I'm just looking way too deep into this. You guys have absolutely massive brains, so I'm pretty sure that you're fully going to understand this. Just want to be transparent as possible as I'm squeezing this in. But anyways, let's transition over to the live video now. I'm going to be honest, man, not really the craziest video for today. Just sort of wanted to get this information out there, since I do know that a lot of you don't have access to the Discord server. Remember, tomorrow we are going to have a mini update. I'm more than likely predicting that it's going to be some type of a Valentine's event or something like that. Definitely don't be expecting for this to be sort of like a major Valentine's event, just because a lot of the devs are more than likely on that crunch time as we approach Mariana's Veil. And of course, we will absolutely be live here on the channel as soon as that goes up, which technically speaking, I usually go live an hour before, so be expecting me at about 7 a.m. Eastern time. And you should also be expecting a video as soon as the update drops explaining everything to you guys, in case you don't have time to hang out for the entire stream. Now, in case if for some reason you did miss the previous leak video that I made, this is specifically for this weekend, being obviously the Valentine's update. This is technically, even while I'm recording this, the only little sneak peek that we have about what's going on this weekend. Again, it's sort of just like a build up right now. Tomorrow is the update day, so this is more of just a simple kind of video as I prepare for the stream tonight, as well as for the moment when that test server opens up so I can start recording a full-length video, breaking everything down for you guys. So again, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm sorry this was a quick one, but tomorrow we will be back to our regular schedule. To all of you that are new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys enjoy the daily fish videos. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this whole entire sneak that we got. And also, let me know your theories in the comments about Mariana's Veil. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.